GT20 सीजन 4 का स्टार्ट हुआ चाहता है।
और आपने देखा कि हमारे पीछे खूबसूरत ट्रॉफी पड़ी हुई है और मेयर ऑफ ब्रैम्पटन ने ब्रैम्पटन जो कि सिटी ऑफ फ्लावर्स है वहाँ पर ट्रॉफी की रूनुमाई कर दी है। और बड़ा ही एक ज़बरदस्त यहाँ पर ब्रेथ चेकिंग इवेंट हुआ जहाँ पर एक सितारों की कहकशां थी। तो वर्ल्ड कप के बाद जो मज़ा था वो मज़ीद दोबाला हो गया। और ये भी बताना चाहूँगा आपको कि यहाँ पर हमने पहली मरतबा आज डेविड वीसा को देख रहे हैं। अगर आप पाकिस्तान से आपका ताल्लुक़ है और आप पाकिस्तान सुपर लीग के फ़ैन हैं तो आप बड़े एक्साइटेड होंगे और आपको पता होगा कि मुर्शिद जो हैं वो क्या करतब करते हैं और कितनी कैपेसिटी है उनमें क्या करने की। ही इज़ अ वन मैन आर्मी, वन मैन वंडर हु कैन प्ले आइदर विद अ बैट आइदर विद अ बॉल। सो डेविड वीसा क्या करने जा रहे हैं ये आपको बहुत जल्दी मालूम होगा। पाकिस्तान के स्टार प्लेयर इफ्तिखार अहमद भी इस GT20 का हिस्सा होंगे यहाँ पर और हमें कुछ और प्लेयर्स का भी इंतज़ार है अभी यहाँ पर। लेकिन देखते हैं कि क्या उनको NOC मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा। अभी तक निशी हमारे साथ आ चुकी हैं और बाबर आज़म के बारे में लोग काफ़ी एक्साइटेड हैं। बाबर आज़म, रिजवान और शाहीन शाह अफरीदी द बॉलिंग सेंसेशन फ्रॉम पाकिस्तान, लेकिन अनफॉर्चुनेटली उनको NOC नहीं मिला।
या काफ़ी लोग मेरा ख्याल है टुमारो ही वाज एक्सपेक्टेड टू कम हियर एंड ही वाज अबाउट टू प्ले द गेम बट NOC नहीं मिला। सारे फैंस जो हैं काफ़ी मायूस हैं अभी भी, लेकिन कुछ पता नहीं। आप समझते हैं 24 घंटे में कुछ होने वाला है?
देखें 24 घंटे में ये तो मुझे नहीं मालूम, लेकिन ये मालूम है कि पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट इज़ द मिक्सचर ऑफ अनप्रेडिक्टेबिलिटी। सो कुछ भी हो सकता है, मैं खामोश हूँ, देखिए क्या होता है, लेकिन अनप्रेडिक्टेबिलिटी है। और इसके अलावा आपको बताना चाहूँगा आपको कि उस्मान ख्वाजा जिनका ताल्लुक ऑस्ट्रेलिया से है, पिंडी बॉय हैं, 142 हिस्ट्री ऑफ ऑस्ट्रेलियन क्रिकेट, ही इज़ द
ओनली पाकिस्तानी
ऑस्ट्रेलियन ग्रीन बैगी कैप, जो बड़ी बिग अचीवमेंट है। ही विल बी द पार्ट ऑफ दिस GT20 क्रिकेट और पहली दफ़ा ऐसा होने जा रहा है। देखते हैं आगे आगे क्या होगा। जो सीज़न आगे जाएगा फिर दोबारा मुलाकात होगी आपसे और मज़ीद गपशप होगी। आर यू एक्साइटेड?
I am, of course. It's season 4 and we are in GT20 since season 1.
और क्रिकेट जब हो तो हम यकीनन वी आर एक्साइटेड।
Now then, Wiese.
In the GT20 season 4, the time to catch Murshid, and once again he is with us. Sometimes the wonders and the magic with a ball, and sometimes at the crucial time with a bat. Who can forget the blasters from the Lahore Qalandars, one of our favorite man in the Lahore Qalandars. And right now, after the Namibian stunts at USA and Caribbean, he is finally in Canada for the GT20. How are you, Wiese?
Thank you very much for that. It's very kind of you. Thank you.
So, Wiese, of course, I will ask you about the Lahore Qalandars, but first of all, how is Canada and how is your trip? Welcome to the Canada, and what about in the expectations from this league?
Yeah, it's my first time being here in Canada playing in the GT20. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm excited to be here. It's a tournament that I've always heard good things about. It's been a strong standard, so I'm just excited to be here. I've only got in this morning, so I haven't really had time yet to adjust to anything. But I've got a game in the next couple of days. I'm just looking forward to that.
So, Wiese, as a Kolpik player, you have played around every possible league, the T20 league, especially around the globe. So, what is the challenge of drop-in pitches when you come to see over here?
Yeah, I think that's the challenge wherever you play in the world, is that all the conditions is different and you just got to adapt to it as quick as possible. And that's what makes these tournaments so fun, is that you need to get here, you need to assess really quickly, you need to adapt as quick as you can. It being drop-in pitches, nobody really knows how it's going to play or how it's going to react. So everybody starts off on a level playing field. So you just got to adapt really quickly.
And about your experience from Namibia, when Wiese is playing in the team, that minor team could have been a giant killer. So Wiese, what were the expectations? How Namibia was doing? Where Namibia was short of the things what you are thinking they should improve? And how was the overall experience with the Namibia team in the World Cup?
Yeah, look, I think the Namibian team has come on in leaps and bounds over the last couple of years. We've played in the last 3 World Cups now. We managed to defeat Sri Lanka in the last World Cup in Australia. So I like to think that we no longer just seen as a pushover. I like to think that the Namibian team has a lot of talent over there. had a little bit of a disappointing World Cup. We would have liked to have a better showing against the bigger teams that we played against, especially Australia. I think we let ourselves down a bit there, and then obviously to lose to Scotland was also a big blow for us. But like I said, there's a lot of talent in the team, and tournaments like this is great for associate nations to be able to come here and showcase their skills as the players.
Your favorite franchise around the globe?
That's always going to be an easy answer. Lahore Qalandars is always going to be a special place in my heart. It's a team that I've been with now for 6-7 years. It's a team that I've shared a lot of success with, and I've got great friendships with a lot of the players there. And it's a team that even when I'm finished playing cricket, I'll always be a fan of them. I'll always like to stay involved with them, and it's just like I said, a team that's really special in my heart.
Yeah, Wiese, you have given a lot of happiness to the Pakistan fans and especially the Lahore fans among the difficult times when teams were not coming, and you are having a part of parcel of the Lahore Qalandars and the Pakistan Super League.
Yeah, thank you. I've really enjoyed my time with Lahore, and like I said, when I started over there, we were seen as a bit of the whipping boys of the PSL. But for us to keep those same core players and to come up over the last couple of years and to win the title back to back was really special to be involved with that.
Have you met those guys, the base camp of Lahore Qalandars over here?
I haven't yet. I haven't seen the guys yet. I'm excited to see them. I haven't obviously seen them since the PSL this year, so it's just a pity that a lot of the Pakistan players didn't get their NOCs to come play over here.
Babar, Shaheen, and they are struggling still.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see my captain again. I miss him. Me and him have got a special friendship to going on, so it would have been nice to see them. But I'll definitely catch up with the guys at some stage.
Good luck, Wiese. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you very much.
Gt20 Season 4, and once again we are here in the Brampton, which is the city of flowers. And who is right next to me? Ryan Khan Pathan, as I always say, you one Ryan at the home and one Ryan as at the cricket ground. So Ryan, how are the spirit of the game, and what about the nostalgic factor of the last game which you played at the Brampton?
Oh, last game we played in Gt20 wasn't that good for me, but hopefully come back this year and redeem ourselves and have a good game. But obviously this is the best domestic tournament for us Canadians to showcase our talent, so I'm happy that it's back.
So Ryan, I know as a cricketer it's very tough, but every day is a new game, and you are learning from the mistakes or like this. Any pressure or anything coming on the pressure on the mind, or you are with a new game and all with a new energy?
No, it's been a year now. Between there, I've won tournaments and I've gone and played in the World Cup. So I don't even remember that game anymore. And honestly, you got to move on in this game. Cricket is like a long game.
And Ryan, how was the experience of the Canada playing the World Cup? The feeling of the Canada playing the World Cup, it's an all new experience, especially in the T20.
It was amazing. Obviously, we're rubbing shoulders with Team Pakistan and India. It was a great experience for the guys. We had a good show out in our first World Cup, and hopefully more to come.
Okay. So after the USA, you guys were, when the USA beat Pakistan, Aaron Jones and those guys in the Dallas, what was in your mind, you guys? You were planning for some giant kill, or what was the planning in the camp at that time, and how much you succeeded, and was it a close game, and what was going into your minds at that after the US-Pakistan game?
Of course, we're playing in the same tournament, right? We went and beat a full member, Ireland. So we did rub shoulders with some of the guys, and we did beat them. Pakistan game was close. The India game got rained out, so I thought we can compete in the tournament.
And a bit unlucky not to play against India and the Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma.
Yeah, it was a bit unlucky. It was raining hard that whole week, so it's understandable. But yeah, a bit unlucky. But we got to beat them and stuff.
So I just saw that you guys are having a meet-up with the Virat Kohli and the Rohit Sharma. So what about the motivation of meeting that invincible side?
It was nice seeing them because usually we just see them on TV. But it just proved to further, like, if you work hard, you can rub shoulders with some of the greats of the game. And it just felt good to be on the same playing field as them.
Ryan, good luck, and hopefully I will catch you again.
Be excited. Gt20 Season 4. No, not because of the Gt20. One of the Aussies are over there. As I told you in the opening, that in the 4 years history of the cricket Australia, only Pakistani man to have the green baggy cap outside the Australia, and the Pindi boys are over here, and I'm having the partner of David Warner, Usman Khawaja, right next to me. Hello Usman, how are you?
Thanks, how are you?
Usman, अस्सलाम वालेकुम, कैसे हैं आप?
सब बहुत अच्छा।
अच्छा, ये आपका पहला एक्सपीरियंस है Gt20 में?
आपका अब जर्नी पहले नजर नहीं थी, मैं अगर ओवरसीज कुछ खेल रहा था और ऑस्ट्रेलिया के लिए खेल रहा था, फिर कोविड आ गया था और लास्ट 2 years मैंने खेल सका, तो फर्स्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली है तो मैं बहुत एक्साइटेड।
और बिग बैश में आपका रोल रहा है वहाँ पर, जो इनिशियल सीजन थे वहाँ पर आप खेले बिग बैश से?
हाँ, मैं ब्रिस्बेन हीट के कैप्टन हूँ, तो लास्ट 2 साल तक मैं ब्रिस्बेन हीट चला गया था। मेरा घर है ब्रिस्बेन में, तो
जी मुझे बिल्कुल मालूम है।
हाँ, मैं क्वींसलैंडर हूँ, तो वापस होना चाहिए।
भाई आपने देखा होगा ये वही उस्मान ख्वाजा है जिनकी अम्मी जान जो है वो बड़े मज़ेदार पराठे बना के खिलाती हैं, और हमने वो वीडियोस देखी। अमेजिंग फैमिली एंड अमेजिंग उस्मान, एंड यू विल नॉट बी फॉरगेटिंग द इनिंग्स ऑफ सिडनी विच ही प्लेड। उस्मान, जो आपकी वो अमेजिंग इनिंग्स थी 100 आपका सिडनी में और फिर दोनों इनिंग्स में, हाउ वाज द एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ दैट?
Look, I wasn't expecting it. I played.
And you were coming after, I think, 1.5 years or more than that?
2 years off.
3 years off you were coming.
Two and a bit years of not being in the Australian team. I thought I was happy. I thought I played my last Test match. I thought I was probably too old to be selected again, but that was fine. I was very grateful. I was just set 100 for being able to play 44 Test matches at that point. I was very grateful. Not many people get to do that. I scored 8 centuries. I've done a lot. Played in World Cups, so I was very happy about the opportunity that presented itself again. I never expected it, so it was one of the great surprises of my life.
And Usman, where is your regular partner, David Warner?
He's coming. I think he comes today.
He comes today, and he was the part of the season 1 also.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
He came to our shows on the match point, and now his partner Usman Khawaja is also over there. And Usman, we are looking forward for your company, and we will hoping the best of luck to you for these finals. The last question before leaving. You might be struggling and lot of cricketers because this is the first time experience the drop in pitch in the T20 league.
From all I've seen or all I've heard, it can be quite tough for batsmen. You just have to, if that's the case, you just have to reassess and decide what's a good score.
And there is a chance to do better because the pitch is also from the Oceania zone.
We'll wait and see.
Yeah.
I never judge a pitch. I never have preconceived ideas. I'll see what it's like and then we'll go from there.
Good luck, Usman, for the games. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
One of the new Proteas and the Springboks, South African sensations with us in the Gt20. Hello, sir. How are you?
Good, thanks yourself.
So, how is the experience of having the Gt20, and is this your first season or previously with the Knights?
No, this is my first season with the Knights and also my first season with the Gt20. So, looking forward to seeing what cricket in Canada is all about.
And Wender Rassi is doing a lot of wonders over here. A lot of South African players. So, what you have heard about this league and how excited you are for this league?
Really cool. I mean, it's awesome that all the teams are in one hotel. So obviously, meeting new friends, making new friends, and then also meeting old players that we played against. So really excited to get going. They said the conditions are quite tricky, so make sure that we sum up it quickly and make sure that we
and
can
playing the T20 leagues around the globe, but this time you will be on the drop-in pitch. So how much this makes the difference?
I don't know. I haven't played in one of the games, so I will have to see. But apparently it's quite tricky. The wicket's a bit slow and two-paced, but we'll see how it goes.
So your franchise is the first time opening inaugural winner of the Gt20. Where you are seeing? Are you going to see the finals?
Definitely. I mean, we're not yet to just make up the numbers. All our players are quite competitive, and we're definitely going to.
And last time it was a very good team, Vancouver, but unfortunately you guys lost on the one bad over. Ryan put an over, but unfortunately it could have been, the game would have gone either ways. And there was Shefam Rutherford, and you know.
Yeah, he's a dangerous player.
Yeah. So hopefully, and best of luck for this finals. Gt20 season 4, and we are having the Dutch sensation 1 week with us, the same team which the Pakistani fans were thanking all around the globe since till the current date. We know the history. When they beat the South Africa, they are the giant killers. And when they did, I'm the eyewitness at the Adelaide Oval in Australia. What happened in 2022?
This guy knows his stuff. This is amazing. This is knowledge off the bat. I love this.
So, thank you so much, man. First of all, for the joining and for the short period of time. So the opening ceremony, how is the Gt20? Not your first timer, and you were the part of the Brampton Wolves previously. So what are the expectations this time?
So yes, last year Brampton Wolves had a fantastic time. It was my first time to Toronto, and I loved it. I loved the city. I loved the tournament. I had a great time. One of the highlights for me was getting Chris Gale out, who's been someone I've watched all my life. But I had a fantastic time. unfortunately, this year the Brampton Wolves had kind of new ownership and whatever happened there. But now I've got the opportunity to play for the Surrey Jaguars, and I'm super excited to be playing with this team of Narayan, Nabi, Kyle Mayers, Ben Lister, Marcus Stoinis, sorry, and you know, Brandon McMullen, Terrence Hines, you know, Hamdick from America. Like, there's countless guys. And today we had a training, and I was kind of looking around. I said, we've got all bases covered. So in terms of going into this tournament and seeing the other teams and seeing their makeup, I've got a sneaky suspicion that we're going to do quite well.
So how was the experience in the World Cup 2024?
2024. So it was we had high expectations, as in the last few years we've had some giant killing experiences. So we were very confident. The first game against Nepal, you know, we did the job, we got the win, which we're happy with. Next game against South Africa, we had them 12-4, and we thought we were going to do it for a third time, but David Miller's class was too good for us on that day. And then unfortunately we didn't put in our best performances against Bangladesh, against Sri Lanka, and so we probably left the tournament feeling a little bit, our tails between our legs a little bit.
I think it was a hard luck against the Bangladesh. I was expecting something different, but they recovered then.
We just had a poor game. We didn't bowl. We pride ourselves on our accuracy with our bowling. We weren't tight. They got 15-20 more runs than they should have. And then our batting, we started poorly, but we came back really nicely, and we had it there. But then we lose a couple of wickets, and then unfortunately, you know, the fizz at the end was too good for us. And it was, like I said, it was one of those tournaments that you walk away and you go, man, we had so much momentum in the last few years. It was just, we were disappointed not to be able to put in another giant killing performance.
Yeah, and no problem. We were hoping for the best games in the future. Man, just tell me one thing: the associate nations, when they come to play, how much energy after beating some giant they give to the transfer to the other teams? Because in the second game of USA, I was in Dallas and I saw them beating Pakistan horribly, and then the game went to the super over, and there they beating. How much energy you drew while you were in the Caribbean at that time, I think, that the associate team can do. So what is the motivation in that time going among you guys? And is there any team meeting, the coach is pumping up, look what USA has done, what Aaron Jones have done. So how you guys draw that energy?
It's exactly. So when we play each other, it's you know, we want to be the best associate team. We want to be that rank, that number 13, number 12 in the world. So when we go head to head, it's a fierce battle. And the associate cricket world is that every game you play has so much importance, because you're playing for your next year of money, you're playing for your next series, you're playing to qualify for a tournament, you're playing. So it's every game you're used to knockout kind of feel. Watching other associates go up against big nations and doing what the USA did against Pakistan, it's such a wonderful thing for cricket in general, because it shows that associates deserve to be at the World Cup. It shows that, you know, on a given day they can put in these wonderful performances, and of course, you know, we're sitting on the TV watching those games, you know, cheering on our other associate mates, I guess you could say. But we've had that experience in the last few years beating these big teams. We know how much confidence it can give a country, it can give your team. So very, very proud of USA, especially hosting the World Cup as well. It was just a wonderful thing for them, and hopefully a lot more investment into the sport. Hopefully that flows into Canada as well. We're here in Toronto, obviously playing the Gt20, and you know, I'm wishing that, you know, that it could be a 20-team World Cup at the next.
Yeah, why not? And what you are expecting now in the season 4, because you are not new to the drop-in pitch, so a lot of players will have a difficulty for the drop-in pitch, as it is from the Estonia zone. So where you are seeing this drop-in pitch, the ball or the bounce, because then these pitches never stick that way to the ground as the original pitch. So what are your expectations for the ball?
Yeah, I'd actually be a little bit nervous, having seen what happened in New York with the drop-in pitch there. It didn't quite, whether the weather didn't.
But I think pitch can't be more bad than that.
Yeah, that wasn't too flash. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it produces a good wicket, and so that the scores can be kind of 160 plus. Last year, the scores of 130, 120. It's good as a bowler. It makes my life a lot simpler. But for the spectators and for people of Toronto and Canada to watch, you want to see 160 plus scores. You want to see some sixes, and you want to test the skills of the bowlers. When the pitch is not that good, it's unfair on the batsman, and it makes the bowler's job too easy because you don't have to think about what to bowl. Whereas when it's flatter, it's I have to think, where do I go? Yorker, style ball, bouncer. What's the batsman doing? What's the wind doing? All those other factors. Sometimes when it's not dodgy, you can just bowl back of a length, and I can literally do it with my eyes closed. So we'll find out tomorrow how that first game plays. The other thing about dropping wickets, because we do play a lot in New Zealand with dropping wickets, is that the outfield, quite often when you hit a cover drive or hit into mid-wicket, it bounces off the other wickets and you get rewarded for a good shot. Dropping wickets, when you hit a cover drive and you might hit it into the turf, it takes all the momentum out of the ball, and then you don't really get rewarded that well, so you have to hit a little bit more aerial for the ball to get a bit more momentum.
And there's also a risky little bit.
Exactly. So especially if the pitch is a little bit dodgy, then it takes the risk even higher. So again, we'll find out over the next few weeks what's that like, and fingers crossed it's good.
And as a last, before closing, I will ask the one big, very interesting question. Might be someone would never have asked this question. As a Dutch fan, in my childhood, I was a fan of a field hockey. Where is Tees Krause? Where is that man, Brinkman? Where is John Van Florence Bobolander? Where are these guys?
Well, are they hockey players?
Yeah.
I have absolutely no clue. I'll do some research though. I'd love to find out. But they
were the icon and the pillars of the Holland hockey and the Dutch players, and they were the penalty corner specialist.
Really? Drag flicks?
And Mark Dellison, he was the penalty stroke specialist. At that time in the 80s, I remember he was having the 80 goals, the most by any any forward line.
Wow.
Lot of records with them.
Did they win the gold medal at the Olympics?
Lot of, not once, lot of. And they are having the record, I think 2 Champions trophies.
Amazing.
With them.
What years were these?
They were the 80s.
The 80s?
80s, and once I remember they came to Pakistan in the 1990 and they beat us in the final of the Champions Trophy. We beat them first, but they beat us in the finals.
Okay, so what are the chances now for India, Holland? Who's the best team at the moment for the men's
hockey team?
Yeah.
Oh no, India is way behind. India and the Pakistan, they have gone in the technique so much behind, and now the top teams, the top tiers are the Dutch, Germans, at that time West Germans, but now the Germans and the Australians.
Really?
But now some amazing performance by the Argentina, Spain, these were the minnows in those times.
Yeah.
So it's something to cheer about. As Holland right now in the cricket, who knows, tomorrow is a superpower in the cricket.
That's it. Love it.
So before leaving, what's the favorite food or the sweet, the Indian or the Pakistani food?
So lucky enough, I had a Hyderabad biryani. So that was a lot of fun. And then Dharamshala, I had a really nice meal. I can't even.
That is in the mountains, right?
Yeah. It was beautiful, and it was probably the setting that we were in. Obviously, with the beautiful mountains in the background, we had wonderful service. We did a little bit of dancing. Like, it was just such a wonderful experience. Actually, the food was some sort of traditional curry within that region. I forgot the name, but it was just a wonderful experience to feel like you were really in the midst of the culture, and I had a lovely evening that night. So, but I love Indian food. It was always my favourite takeaway when I was growing up. On Friday nights, Mum and Dad would get takeaways. traditionally it's fish and chips in New Zealand, but Indian food was the highest. If we got Indian, we've had a great week, or like it was something special, or we're celebrating something. It was always Indian food, so we're a big fan of it. So
Thank you very much for giving us time.
No worries.
Very best of luck.
Very good interviewer. This guy is on fire. I love it. Amazing. All
Thank
the
you
best.
so much.
In 6. Yeah.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them for me. Hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing. So cold, behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for it. I feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason.